Hello and welcome to the historic market town of Hungerford. We're just off the busy M4, but here, as you can see, it's picturesque and peaceful. We're here because we are continuing our trek around the UK, and we've clocked up some miles from Cardiff to Kingston upon Thames to Southwold to Birmingham to Glasgow to Edinburgh, to name just a few. And we're here because it's in Hungerford that John Howard and his team have purchased their latest site, and that site is just around the corner. This is the main building on site, 3 stories tall and grade 2 listed. It's a part finished conversion. The previous developer hit problems and went bankrupt. It's taken John Howard's team a year to get to this point, a host of legal and building issues to sort. But now they're in and keen to crack on, completing 3 2-bedroom flats.
So the main building just needs finishing. Now, when I say that to Jack, our building surveyor, he goes, "Oh yeah, really?" But literally the flats are done, in as much that the heating's in, the bathrooms are sort of in, the kitchens are sort of in, everything is here. We have to check that everything's been done correctly up to this point, and we need to make sure that all the building regulations are done correctly and so on. But they need finishing, which shouldn't take too long. Famous last word, shouldn't take too long. Externally, we've got to scaffold it, which is expensive. And we've got to repair some of the windows, some of them don't open, we've got to make sure they open, we might need to replace 1 or 2 of them. But on the whole, this is a perfect deal for us.
What's the time scale on this one?
Oh, the time scale. Well, of course, whoever gets the time scale right, I think we should be out of this completely within 12 months. So that's finishing off the work and selling them. And remember, it's the last sale. There's 3 flats here. It's the last one where your profit is. So everyone gets excited about selling the first flat. I get excited about selling the last one.
But you should be hopeful, as you say, because it's a beautiful area. We've been down by the canal this morning. I mean, picturesque.
Yeah, it's a very well-known town with some great facilities in it, and we're very confident we can sell them.
The beautiful thing, we've been around some of the rooms, they've got some wonderful features.
Yeah, grade 2 listed, that's always nice to work on older buildings because they're interesting. And this one's, no exception to that. It's got some lovely features in it, really lovely features.
Working alongside John is Alfie Croft, who's taking a particularly keen interest in what lies behind the main building. And no wonder. That's because it represents his prize for winning Series 1 of the Property Graduate TV contest.
I've made my decision. I'm going to go with youth against experience. Alfred, congratulations, you are the Property Graduate 2021.
The moment I applied, I thought it'd be fun to go through the process, but didn't expect it at all.
What are you feeling right now, though?
I don't know. It hasn't sunk in at all. So it would take me a while to kind of register it and kind of get my mind in set.
Are you ready for 12 months hard work?
I'm very ready, yes, indeed.
Competition is understandably fierce on the show for aspiring property developers who think they have what it takes to make it. And for the winner, the chance of a lifetime forming a company with John and finding within a year a project in which they can invest using the funding which he makes available of up to £1 million. The profits are shared 50-50.
At one point I think you weren't that keen on this site and we were looking at other things and we thought we wouldn't end up doing this, but here we are today.
Well, that's because you got the price down.
Yeah, significantly.
Significantly.
Half of what they wanted for it.
Half of what they wanted. Amazing.
Here, buying the land has cost £350,000, with £700,000 the expected budget to get it developed and ready for the market. The likely resale should be around £1.5 million.
This is a very nice site and there's a lot of different elements to this. We've got this conversion element here for 2 times 2 bed semi-detached cottages, and behind me we've got a 1-bed bungalow and then another 2-bed house over my right shoulder. So it really is a real mix of different unit types, and I think that can help us because we've got different skills and we can develop this in different timescales. So we'll probably focus on getting the existing parts finished first before moving on to the new build, and then there's a huge amount of landscaping to be done, but that will be shared in conjunction with the flats.
Yeah, you can see the problem, can't you? Clearly, this has taken forever, and people do forget that property is a long job sometimes. Purchasing can be a long job. That's why we also like buying at auction, because it's a quick job at auction, but this one's been taken ages, hasn't it, Alfie?
It has, and I think persistence pays off. Some of our best deals, or the deals that I've worked with you on in the company, have taken months to get over the line, and this is no exception really. And so that hopefully that means that this deal will be a success.
Yeah, we want speed now.
We do.
But I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
But it also pays to get everything in order before
you need to get everything sorted, you're absolutely right, before we start.
Otherwise, we'll only face it on the back end.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's
sell
false
it.
economy.
Yeah. And for this building, we're going to divide this into 2 semi-detached houses, which will be lovely. They'll be sort of cottages, and I'm sure the local market will really take to these.
And the good thing here, we've already got planning for all this. We've got to amend it slightly, but we've got planning, so we're not taking any big risks here.
Yeah.
And that's really important. People think that, you know, being a property developer is all about taking risk. In my view, it's all about de-risking.
And I think we've done that. We went through all the legals with the solicitor and kind of really nailed it down to the core points and what would be a deal breaker.
Yeah.
And we've indemnified where we can and de-risked and spoke to all the kind of consultants that were on it before.
Yeah.
And we feel we know enough about the site to be able to crack on with it and get everything sorted.
Well, Alfie, no pressure.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to my profit.
Yeah, me too.
Certainly the patience is so important, because if you jump in too quickly, it costs you money, you know, and I'm guilty in the past perhaps of jumping in too soon over the years on occasions, and afterwards think, oh, I could have got that for perhaps 50, 70, 100,000 cheaper. So you do have to be really careful, and you have to gauge your competition as well. You know, it's all not just about you, it's about, does everyone else want it? Can we take a time on this? Do we have to rush it? It's really, really important. And it's a real skill set that people perhaps don't realise that you need.
When I won the Property Graduate in, I think around sort of summer 2021, the initial thing was for a year you'd be working with John to find a deal, and then you progress that and develop it out. For me it was slightly different in that I ended up working with John, and I have been working with John for the last 2 years, so I've been sort of looking at deals together and kind of reviewing other deals that he wants to do. So it's been a very exciting journey, and I've picked up a lot from that, which I think I can apply to this development site and really deliver it to its full potential.
What he said was good.
While Alfie is savouring the journey so far, John's sights are set on finding the next batch of budding entrepreneurs. He wants people to apply now for the 4th series of the Property Graduate, which will be shown in 2024.
Well, Property Graduate's open to everybody. We've had a young man of 17 apply, and we've had a doctor in her 60s apply in the past. So it's open to everyone. I want drive, I want ambition, I want decency, honesty, integrity. Those things are so important to me, and they're important when you're dealing with other people as well. When you're dealing with agents and people who want to sell a property, you know, having those skills and that skill set is really, really important, and it's something that sometimes you can't teach someone, sometimes it has to be natural, but it's really, really important. But the show is open to everyone. That's what's great about the show. You know, the £1 million of funding available to someone that can come up with the right deal that I'm happy to fund and be my partner, hopefully going forward for many years.
I think really just have to go for it and see where it takes you really. When I applied to the show, I thought, oh, never mind, it doesn't matter if I don't get through, but surprisingly here I am and I managed to win it. So I'd just say go to apply for the show, see if you get through, and just try your best, and that's all you can really do.
If you have a passion for property and would like to take part in the programme, you can find out much more information by going to www.propertygraduate.tv. It could just be the start of something very special. As for Hungerford, we'll be back here in the coming months to see if Alfie can turn that site into something special and, more importantly, turn in a healthy profit. For now though, goodbye.